Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I felt called to do a twin flame energy update. So this reading is going to be for anybody who identifies with the twin flame mission template. I'm a twin flame. That means that I'm here to have unity within myself, between my divine masculine and my divine feminine side. I'm here to restore balance. I'm here to dissolve the illusion of separation, hence union within self and union with all things. So if that is something that you identify with, then this reading is going to be for us. Okay, I invite you to take 3 deep breaths with me. One for body. One for mind. And one for soul. Okay. Felt good. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to do a small reading where we're going to look at the energies of where we are now, any blockages that might be there, and some advice. And I'm going to pull some oracle cards at the end. All right, so let's see. All right, let's go. Let's see. Where are we now? Oh, that's my dog. He is a barker. So let's see. Okay. This represents where we are now. All right, we got the first card is moving on. I feel like a lot of us have been through a very hard, long time of being stuck in one place, stuck in the way of, anytime we're stuck somewhere, it's all by our own doing and our own choice somehow, right? So I think that it's finally come to the point where it's like we're starting to wake up. We're starting to realize, like, I don't want to be here anymore stuck in the shadows. I don't want to be here waiting. Stagnant. It's almost like the energy of like the plateau. We've come as far as we could go in this one vibration, and now it's time for us to move on. Moving on into the light, moving on into more clarity, moving on with the compass, knowing now that we have the direction, we have the guidance, we have the tools that we need to move out of that shadow place that we may have been in for a while. I know for myself, I have been, I would say, from January to till about maybe April, I definitely felt like I was kind of almost pulled back into that dark night of the soul feeling, where I was transmuting a lot of old issues, things that I thought that I had already moved past, but they came back up for a review and like a final, well, maybe they'll come up again, right? I shouldn't say final, but transmuting again. And so this card is definitely like moving from that dark place more into the light. You see here he has looks like a compass in his hand. So it is like, okay, we have that direction now. We have the tools to move forward into the clarity, having that power, that light has now come down and integrated into us and is showing us the way. I think that it will take a little bit of time to kind of adjust. When you're in the dark for a while and all of a sudden you switch the light on and your eyes kind of take a second to adjust You know, for a second, it's almost like too bright, you know, and then finally you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see now. Oh, yes, I'm going to go over here. So I feel like it's kind of like that. For a moment, there might have been this like, oh, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I'm finally like a waking up again, you know, coming back out of that cocoon, coming back out of that darkness. Now I see where I'm supposed to go, or where I feel called to go. Having that courage and that trust to move out of that stagnant place that we were in. You know, it's sometimes, I think, when we're stuck, it's almost like that Two of Swords energy, where it's like a stalemate feeling, you know, too good to leave, too bad to stay. It's just there, you know, but now we're moving on. We have another card, which is 3, rejoice and celebration. So I feel like a lot of us are maybe, moving out of that solitude place, moving forward, joining in with our soul group, our friends, you know, feeling happy, you know, lots of that heart chakra energy, like connections coming back together. You know, time for us to rejoice, time for us to celebrate. That vibration of joy is one of the highest, you know, like love, joy, bliss, all of that. Holding that vibration helps to attract that in this physical realm. I went over that a little bit in my Manifestation Monday video, if you haven't seen it. I'm going to pull one more for us. I feel like there should be one more here on where we are now. Where are we now for the Twin Flame Collective? Where are we now? Not almost. Where are we now? Where are we now? The shuffle feels a little weird. I feel like it is almost like a lot of us are kind of in the process of moving things around a little bit, you know, like being like, okay, this goes over here, and then we'll be able to move on. All right, we have one jumping. Beautiful. 6, harmony. This is that balance I was talking about, moving away from that feeling of solitude, moving forward within union and harmony within ourselves. Maybe some of you are coming together with a divine counterpart, you know, soulmates, and or it could just be union within yourself. Having that awareness to really see like you for who you are and others for who they are. Oh, I'm just tuning in here. Yeah, definitely moving forward into more joy. It's like it's time to come together. It's time for us to surround ourselves with people who really help raise our vibration. Could be in a romantic union. It could be with friends. Yeah, moving forward, moving on. That wheel is definitely turning into a new cycle where there is light and there is more structure in a way, like moving on from these little bits, you know, and like how I said, I feel like some of us are moving things around and trying to be like, okay, if I put this here and I put this here, then I'll be able to go. You know, it's almost like when you're about to drive away and you have a lot of stuff that you have to bring with you and you're in a truck or something, you know, you have to make sure everything's tied down and put together properly, and then you can go forward. So I feel like some of us are still in the process of putting the things in their right places, making sure all of the ropes are tied down nice and tight. You know, we don't want everything to go flying away again. And then moving forward towards something that kind of makes more sense to us, actually. You know, it makes more sense now. Things are starting to take form, starting to really see like, aha, okay, there's some kind of, like the framework is being built now. We can kind of already see like what is going to be, you know, moving out of those shadows and coming into something that has some kind of form, is growing. Okay, let's see what the blockage is. Is there any blockages? What's the blockage for the Twin Flame Collective now? What are the blockages? Let's see. What are the blockages? All right, so the blockage is the waiting game. This has to do with divine timing. This has to do with, sometimes there has to be certain things that come together in the path to make it like a smooth sailing, So if this is a blockage, this could be that, waiting for, if you're moving, for example, maybe you want to move faster, but there's things that are kind of stopping you because maybe the house that you are going to live in isn't ready yet. So source makes you kind of slow down a little bit, and we perceive it as being frustrated and like, oh, things aren't working out, but in the grand scheme, they really are. So this as a blockage could be that divine timing is at play here, and some of us might be feeling like, going around and around again. Like, well, I already did this. I've already seen, the tree grow and the leaves fall off. And then the tree grows and then the leaves fall off. Like, I've already been around and around this so many times that there might be a feeling of loss of hope in some way. Like, I've already done this so many times. Like, I've already thought I was close, and now I'm back out here again. But it's all in divine timing. Maybe there's some loose ends that you need to tie up. There's that lesson that you almost got, you have to relearn it, or you have to really graduate on from that frequency, graduate on from that energy. There's still little bits and pieces left that you may need to transmute. I know the energy of this card. It can feel very, I don't know if you guys can see, but you see this person is just kind of walking around and around and around. It can feel like that, like again, this, again. But all the while you are seeing it from a slightly different perspective, because you are no longer that same person that you were when you were this close to it. Now he's out here, It may be feeling like you're going around and around, but you truly aren't that same person. Transformation has been happening. So let's see. Let's go into what we should focus on. What should the Twin Flame Collective be focusing on now? What should we focus on? Focus on advice. Yeah, I'm definitely in the place of waiting. I'm kind of in a limbo a little bit. I'm trying not to use it as trying to use it as something better. Okay, we have some advice here. Let's see what it is. Beautiful. Universe. Awareness. Coming to the end of the cycle. So this is exactly what I was saying here. From where we are now, we're moving on, we're moving forward, allowing that change to happen, allowing that cycle to end and move forward and away from it. I'm going to pull another one. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed and liked and commented. Thank you so much. I have a $22.22 reading special going on. So if you'd like to book a reading with me, the link will be down below. Oh, here we go. We got another advice. Oh my God, how beautiful. So remember, I just said, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Because that's what this energy of this card can sometimes feel like. Remember, just going around and around and around, and you don't really know, and you don't really feel like you're going you're not moving on. You might feel like you're not actually making that much progress, but here you have triumph as an advice. Like, look at how powerful this card is, like so much solar plexus energy. And just to remember, like, you will be successful in all of the things. You will be successful in all of your endeavors. You will be successful with this twin flame mission, because this is in your DNA. This is what we are here to do. We just have to allow. We have to be open. We have to be willing to move on out of the shadows. We have to be willing to finish those cycles, to become untethered, to let go of any sometimes we have these energy cords that are attached to situations, places, people. When things really, really affect us, when we get really, really hurt, they leave traumas in our body. There's energetic cords that are made that we should work on cutting and becoming an own entity. Think of this is like twin flame union. One whole spirit. Okay? Unity. One whole soul, yet connected to all. Yes, and focus on that triumph. Focus on the goal. Move forward with confidence. So much confidence in this card. Don't lose your confidence. Don't lose your hope. This is such a beautiful advice. I love this. All right. I wanted to show you guys my twin clear quartz I got. It was cute. I was about to start the reading and it popped up. It started to like almost blink at me like, hey, wait, what about me? I was like, of course you can come to this reading. All right. I'm going to pull us a card from the Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Let's see what we got. What do we have for the Twin Flame Collective? What do the archangels have to say? All right. We have two. We have ear chakras. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. Also, I feel, dream work is a really, that dream space that we go to, at night is a really good time to do work. Sometimes before I go to sleep, mostly every time I go to sleep at night, I always ask for guidance and any kind of signs for me to look out. I always ask to help integrate me with the highest love vibration, and then when I go to sleep, I try to keep myself open and susceptible to my angels to work on that. So that message is for anybody. Yeah, if you have questions, just ask, and then just be open to however those answers come. Okay. The next one we have is you have a strong bond with fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Interesting, both of these cards look very like this woman is sitting or laying in the trees or in the grass. There's flowers all around. So I could feel like this is a really good time for us to become more connected with the earth again. Walking barefoot on the earth is a really good way to be grounded. Taking a walk in nature. Take a walk in nature and listen to a song, and then just see what verse or any kind of words that really, really stand out to you. That's something I love doing as well. Let's see. I think I will pull a card from the Enchanted map deck just to wrap this up for us. Message for the Twin Flame Collective. Message for us now. my dog. I don't know if y'all can hear him barking. He's a little barker. All right, let's see a message for us. Message, there we go. Storm fields. Again, lots of green, lots of earth. All right, let's see. This too shall pass. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release, just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs up and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. All right, so yeah, I feel like that is kind of why we got this Triumph card as well. I feel like some of us may be going through some things that are, you know, again, like that blockage, like coming back around and having maybe the same conversations again, or maybe the same kind of fight keeps kind of coming up between you and somebody else. The same situation keeps happening. And I feel like this is another way for us to remember, like, it's all of this is for our greatest good. Like, don't feel like you've lost your way and don't feel like you're so off course. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. You have to remember. Okay? All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it didn't and you would like a personal reading, the link is down below. And I love you so much. Thank you.